What's up guys? Today I'm gonna review the DJI Mini 2. I got it for a birthday present. I have finally gotten some decent weather to go and test it. So we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna compare it to the Mavic Pro, and we're gonna go and fly it. Let's go. All right, so here I am at the table. I have the drone, the DJI Mini 2. It is brand new. You can see it is sealed here. One interesting thing about this drone, of course, is it is under 250 grams, and so it's not technically considered a traditional drone. It doesn't have to be registered. There are all the same rules that apply to flying this drone, so keep that in mind. It doesn't give you any special permissions. You don't get to fly at places that you get to fly another drone, but it is quiet, it is tiny, it has a ton of features, and it is a fantastic tool to add to the arsenal. I also picked up this carrying case, and so let's go ahead and open them both up and see what they look like inside. All right, so let's go ahead and cut into the packaging here. Got a little knife. I'm gonna try and do this pretty precisely so I don't break the box at all. I have a bad tendency of just breaking open boxes. I don't have small hands, and so trying to break into packaging is usually not that easy for me. So a knife, a sharp implement, definitely makes things a little easier. Whoa, okay. So I just peeled this sticker. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way for a sec. I just went ahead and peeled this sticker and lifted up this case, and then what do we see? Look at it. Look at how tiny it is. Oh my gosh. It is so small. Oh man, okay. I knew it was gonna be small, but wow. It's like a toy. Holy cow. Okay, let's go ahead and peel off the propeller tape here. You know what? We're gonna cut it because there we go. And then we can fold out these top arms. Look at this. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Like, okay, I think when you're looking at this, when you're watching me do it, like it feels small, right? But if you have ever touched a Mavic Pro, this drone is going to feel microscopic, and a Mavic Pro felt tiny. Look at it! Oh my goodness! This is amazing. It is so small. Okay, so there's some. Okay, so this is our battery compartment back here. Okay. And then we obviously have our camera protector up here, but I'm gonna go ahead and open up the rest of the box first. So we have some paperwork here, nice little foldable package. And then we have this really nice presentation. Let's get a good look inside the box here. You can see there's some propellers and some cords. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out one by one here. So first thing is extra set of propellers and screws. And so these are not quick release propellers, they are screwed in. And so they have some extra screws that come with each set. So a set of 4 extra. That's really handy that they give you those, especially if you're learning to fly. You're gonna nick your propellers on things, especially if you're being brave and trying to get cool shots. One of the great things about this little drone is all the safety features. It is going to make it near impossible for you to fly into things, you know? And so I would say, you know, definitely try it, try things out. Try to get cool shots because the safety features are immense. Okay, let's keep going. So we got our propeller kit here. I'm gonna move the paperwork aside. Okay, and then this looks like a couple of extra parts for actually the rotors themselves. And so I'm gonna put those aside. Okay, this is our connector cable. So it comes with a USB-C to USB-C, or it comes with a micro to USB-C. And so there's 2 of those. So I will have to get I'll have to have a different cord for my iPhone, of course, which seems to always happen. Here's a straight cord for charging, USB-C to USB. And then also looks like we have a little tool here to work with our little screws. I'm still trying to figure out what these screws are for. I will look in the book after. We'll go ahead and take out our last part here. And then what do we have underneath? The radio, the controller, the transmitter. And this thing it's like twice as heavy as the drone itself. It's bigger than the drone itself. All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna clean up here real quick. I'm gonna take this out of the way and this out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and throw that on the ground. All right, let's go ahead and break into this little controller box here. Man, this controller is nice. Even like in comparison to my Mavic Air or my Mavic Pro 2 controller. Wow, look at this. This is sick. Oh, okay, so I see what these are now. So I was trying to figure out what these guys are. They're actually your thumbsticks. You store the thumbstick, get a good look there. You store the thumbstick in the bottom of the controller. So in past controllers, one of the issues I had was that when you would stick it down into the bag, the sticks would still be standing up. And so, you know, it could junk up the way your controller controlled, right? The responsiveness of your controller. But looks here, like that is just not gonna be an issue. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. And so now I'm assuming that this pulls out. It does, look at that, so that we can clamp our phone in there. It has a built-in phone clamp so that you can, look at that, and it even will clamp a massive device. They have add-ons so you can do things like iPad and all that. Look at this, a built-in controller. Oh, I said I was gonna have to get one for my iPhone. I take it back. They auto-connect the iPhone connector right into the controller. What? And look at that, it actually has like a plug-in spot so that it fits in there. Super nice, look at this. I'm gonna try and get this close up. So you can see underneath back here, this guy actually folds in here. It has its own little home to plug right in so that it tucks underneath that port where we have this phone holder. Wow, wow. And it feels better, you know, it feels more natural. It's bigger. I really like the way it feels in my hand in comparison to some of the other controllers. Okay, so give me 1 second, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a size comparison. I'm gonna go and get my Mavic Pro, and we're gonna show you the size difference here of the Mini versus the Pro, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my Mavic Pro kit here. I am going to take out the drone and the controller. So see what I was saying about how these sticks stick up all the time? They're stuck to the controller, you can't unscrew them, so when they go in the bag, they're at the mercy. So interestingly, let's go ahead and check this out. We'll put this kit aside. First thing I'll show you is, interestingly, the controller grew in size quite significantly, probably double. Which I don't mind, because this controller always felt awkward to me. It always felt too small. Again, I have fairly big hands, and for me, this one was just too little. Whereas this guy, you know, when I'm holding it, oh, I'm gonna drop it. When I'm holding it, it really feels almost like a big Xbox controller or something. Like it's something I'm used to, the feeling of substantial in my hand. But this guy, when you have it open and you're using it, it's not the same, you know, because when your phone is really big like ours, you almost have to kind of crank your hands around the controller unnaturally. And so for me, I think that the controller is a massive improvement. Actually, the increased size doesn't bother me at all. But check this out. So I don't have propellers on it right now, but look at this size difference. Like, incredible. Incredible, the difference. Like night and day, tiny little teeny tiny guy. I mean, and the weight, right? I don't know how this thing is gonna fight the wind, to be honest. They say that it can sustain in up to 30-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, this guy has trouble in 30-mile-an-hour winds, so I am very interested to see if they have newer technology or some kind of wind resistance or something that lends this little guy to maybe cut through the wind better. We've had some days where this guy has drifted and couldn't make its way back to us because of the wind. Was it above 30 miles an hour? Probably. But on a day like that, I wonder, what would happen with this little guy. So I think, size comparison is there. I think next thing to do is we have to do some footage comparison. Let's go and fly him, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pack all this stuff up. We've unboxed it. We've seen what comes in the kit. We've talked about the little size. You know what? Let me go ahead and pull off all these little protectors here, and let's kind of take a look at the camera. Check it out. 4K little baby camera there too. It's amazing. The gimbal looks awesome though, actually, in comparison. When we look at the gimbal structure, looks like this one's actually gonna hold up a lot harder. It looks like it's cheaper, right? It's made of plastic. This guy is made of, looks like to be, I mean, it's probably also plastic, but it looks a little more high quality. But I just feel like the build of the Mini looks like it's gonna hold up a lot harder. Whereas this guy has several different axes that it's working on, and very much requires a lot of stabilization. I feel like the structure of this guy is going to lend it to a lot less need for that stabilization. And then let's do one more thing. Let's take a look at, so this is a Mavic Pro battery. What we can see here is it's actually almost the size of this entire drone. I don't know if you can kind of see that size there and kind of tell, but like literally it's almost as big as the entire drone, a Mavic battery. And now check this out. So if we pull open this back flap right here and take off this sticker, we can pull out this battery. Look at that. And they have the same amount of flight time. Can you believe that? They actually, I think the Mini actually flies longer. My Pro here is rated up to 24 minutes. I don't know about you guys. I usually get about 16 to 17 minutes of good flying before I am done with it, before I don't want to go below 20% battery. I don't know anyone out there who enjoys comfortably flying 20% battery with alarms on. And so this guy though, rated for over 30 minutes. 30 minutes of flight time. So we'll see if we get that amount of flight time out of this little tiny battery. It is a very small drone. It will require a lot less power. And so I think, they're gonna be close. I'm gonna guess though and say we're probably gonna get about 23 to 24 minutes flight time. So that's it for now. I think the only thing left to do is go and actually fly it, check out the footage, see how it flies, see if it'll connect to my FPV goggles, and go get some sweet footage. So, what do you think? You guys ready? Have you heard enough about it? Okay, sweet, let's go. All right, so we are all packed up and ready to go. You can see the little drone fits there. I got the controller back here. I got all my cords over here. We are ready to fly. Okay, so I came out here to a beautiful scene. Go ahead, camera, turn and show everyone the scene. And so the plan was to come out here and get some footage for the video. Unfortunately, DJI has done something that I do not agree with. I'm gonna go ahead and power down the drone and I'm gonna set it aside. And I'm going to show you exactly what's happened here. I have to activate the drone. Oh, it went away. I have to activate the drone with an internet connection. So when I come out to a beautiful place like this, where there absolutely is no internet connection, Of course, I'm not able to activate the drone. So, to be continued. I'm gonna head home, I'm gonna set up the drone, I'm gonna activate it, I'm gonna do everything I need to do, and then I'll come back out here and search for another cool spot to come fly, because I probably won't drive another 3 hours away like I did today. Okay, so final thoughts on the DJI Mini 2 is that I am amazed that they are able to pack so much technology in a tiny, tiny little frame. I really can't believe the quality of the photos. Like, check out these photos. I mean, look at the depth of color, look at the warmth, look at the distance and clarity it's able to achieve. I mean, these are just from my backyard. It's amazing. And then the footage obviously speaks for itself. I mean, it's not color graded, it's not edited highly. What you're seeing is exactly what came out of the drone. And it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. A tiny little drone that size that you don't have to deal with all of the new drone laws that they're rolling out, these transponders and different registrations and all that. It's actually underclass, so you can fly it without registering, without dealing with all that. And that's a major bonus. I didn't really get into any of the major features like the hyperlapse or that spinny picture taking thing. If you think I should get into those things and show the special features, let me know, and I can make a second video and talk about those things. Or if you'd like to see a comparison maybe between the Mini 2 and the Pro, I'm happy to also get those both up in the air on the same day and do a comparison video. So if you're into either of those ideas, drop me a comment and let me know. Otherwise, go ahead and click like, get subscribed. Thank you for chilling. Much love from me. I'll see you in the next one.